Hi, love. So what it is the every step of Project 2025 takes a ton of money, right? The deporting people, they've already confirmed how much it's going to take for taxpayer dollars, right? Let alone the tariff plan to implement it, and every other little, like the arresting people for abortions and LGBTQIA concerns. All of that takes money. But also what takes money is a constitutional convention and divorce of the states. And if you only have so much budget and they're pushing something to where they have all the states signed up, right? We're trying to bankrupt the red states before they can implement the full part of Project 2025. So if we, as blue states, lean into the constitutional convention, they will use most of their money in that. Their ultimate goal was to use most of their money first and then make blue states to use all of their money to force and push through the constitutional convention to save the remaining lives that are left. Because they were going to just kill people until they left. That's their thing. They want to starve you. They want to cut you off from resources. They're going to end the wokeism one way or another in America. Either we leave or they kill us. There is a guy named Brandon Durst in Idaho who actually said this plain as day more than once to Idaho citizens. He said, we have to do everything that God would do to purify the nation. And if you look at, there's a church, right? It's called the Shield of Faith Church in Boise, Idaho. So the capital of the state, right? Like the place where you're like, that's blue, it's safe. So look up that church, and they say that all LGBTQI people are dogs and need to die. And that is protected by freedom of speech by the Boise Police Department. That is also in another news article. So they've been like in these smaller places like Idaho, Iowa, and etc. They've been saying it very, very, very loud out in the open. And people go, oh, that's just Idaho. That's extremism. Well, our extremism is nationwide now. Y'all are Idaho. It's the nation of Idaho, Texas, Florida. Like, you get the worst case laws implemented on a federal scale, and they're going to kill us all. And they're going to use all of their money, right, to kill us all. And then they're going to look at us and be like, oh, we don't have any more money for the divorce of the nation. So if you want to do it, you have to do it. And so whatever resources we have left after being drained, after trying to support the people that are forcefully, pushed out of their homes, people that their families were separated, people that are dying from lack of abortion care, people that their gender affirming care was suddenly stopped, so they had to go to another state so that way they didn't lose their transition process, which is astronomical, right? So all of those people are going to deplete the blue state resources. So we're going to sit at an impasse if we don't do it proactively. There's a high probability in the future that we're sitting in a scenario where we're just like an apocalyptic wasteland. Because that's what they want. They want to lower the population so they can kill the people that are not white, so that way white people have a majority in America. If they can't deport them, they're going to kill them. That's why they're trying to get the military to be able to shoot civilians, and it's not like Aaron Parnas talked about it, the fact that like it's not just for international, it's for when he plans to deploy the military to deport people here. And when they're doing the deportation, they're also looking for guns to illegally seize. I want people to be prepared for that. When they're going into each one of those things, they're going to be looking for your guns. They're going to be looking for people that have things that are illegal on the federal scale. And they're going to arrest you too. It's not just deportation. It is the first stage of the theoretical brown coats, which Trump is getting them all in matching uniform, right? For the people doing this. So the theoretical brown coats, let's see if they actually pick a brown uniform. I would laugh my ass off. But it's here. That's what I'm trying to tell people. I'm like, they let Trump win. We're at the starting stages of Holocaust 2.0. And as much as people may hate that term or whatever, the fact that I'm appropriating it for this, they are replicating the same agenda. I've called things 99 to 100% the whole entire time. Hitler did the same thing. He took over rule to take over urban. We are in the last 6 months to a year before we're completely fucked. And if people do not sign up for a constitutional convention, if people do not try to secede the nation, if they do not try to divert the budget of the red states, we are going to collapse as a nation. And what's going to build up from it is the biggest white supremacy nation that you've ever seen.